Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Data Structures and Algorithm in Python course. In today's lecture, we'll be solving an Leetcode problem on two-point test technique. So let's see. The name of the problem is remove duplicates from sorted array. You will be given an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order. So here the case, the array is sorted, right? And remove the duplicates in place such that each unique element appear only once. So what you have to do, let's take our example. Let's say this is our number array, this is our nums array. Now we have to return like this, where only unique elements will be present, right? Then the relative order of elements should be kept in the same, right? Then return the number of unique elements in the nums. Then what you have to return, we have to return how many numbers in the array, how many numbers in the array are unique. So we have to return 5 elements in the array are unique, right? And also you have to modify the array itself. So there is two things. Now consider the number of unique element in the num to be k. You need to do the following things. Change the array nums such that first k elements of nums contain unique elements in order they are present in the num initially, and remain element of num are not important as the size of the nums. Means what they are telling, like you have to change these elements, then this element you can put as they are there, right? They don't check for this element, only they will be concerned about this element. Okay, now hope you understand the problem. So let's take this one. Let's try to understand how we can do this. Let's take an array. Let's take an array, right? And let's okay. Now let's say the first element is 0, then second one is also 0, then 1 1 1, then let's say 2 2 2, and then let's say 3. Okay, now we have to find how many elements are unique here, and we have to modify our array. So what will be the output? The output will be look like 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, right? Then this element we can change or we can't change, that will not affect, right? Then how we can solve this? The first approach we can follow like the first approach may be, let's say we take a array, different data structure, right? A complete whole space. Now first let's put the first element in this array. Okay, let's put 0 here. Okay, now start looping from 1 to this, right? From index number 1 to n minus 1. Then what we'll check, we'll compare the current element with the previous element, because the array is sorted. That's why we can do this thing, otherwise we can't do this. Let's say, okay, we are here. Now we'll check if the previous element is equals to this element. If the previous element and this element are equal, then will do nothing. Will do nothing. Now when we now move our pointer to this element, let's say I is here. Okay, now we'll check if this element and the previous element are same. No, right? That means this is unique element, because the array is sorted. When we find unique element, we'll put here. Okay, so what we have to check, at any index, let's say at I, we'll check this error of I not equals to error of I minus 1, right? And I will be starting from 1, right? So this will be the condition. And then we'll be at this index, then we'll check if this element is equals to this element. Yes, right? Then we'll do nothing. Now for this one also, this is already present. Now when we at this position, we'll compare them with the previous one. Now is 2 and 1 are equal? No, right? There means this 2 is unique. Then we'll put 2 here. then we'll be here at this position, then we'll be checking for this one. So if the previous element is equal or not, here we can see this is equal, right? Then we'll do nothing. Here also they are same, we'll do nothing. Now when we at this position, we can say this element is unique, right? This element is not equals to the previous element, then we can put here. And when I put here, then what we have to do, then again we have to iterate over this array, then again we have to iterate over this array, then whatever value we have stored will be changing, will be remapping here, will be remapping here. Then for the remaining element we'll do nothing. This could be one solution, but what is the problem here? Here we are taking a whole space, right? So this is one approach. Another approach could be, we can take a set, we can take a set. So what we'll have, if first we'll be looping over this array, then we'll be putting each element in this set, we'll be putting each element in this set, right? Then what will happen, we'll be getting unique elements, then again we'll be putting this element in the array, right, from starting. So these are the problem where we take space. Now let's see how we can solve this without taking any space with two pointers technique. Okay, first let's create the array. uh, okay, hope this is fine. Let's take 0 0 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 and 3. Okay, let's add in this array. Now with help of two pointer, how we can solve this? First we'll take two pointer. One will be, let's take, one is I, one is I, this is let's say I, and this is let's say J. Okay, this is let's say J. Okay, this is I and J. Now for the first element, we'll do nothing. For the first element we'll do nothing. So here in this approach, we'll be modifying this array itself, we'll be modifying our original array itself. Let's see how we can do. Okay, we'll, for the first element we'll do nothing. Now our I is here and our J is also here. I also be starting from 1, and J is also starting from index number 1, right? Okay, then what we'll check, we'll check we'll check if this current element, error of I, okay, error of I is not equals to, not equals to, let's remove this one. What we'll check, if error of I not equals to error of I minus 1. That means if when we find any unique element, then what we'll do, let's say we are at this position. Okay, so is this condition true? No, right? Because they are the same element. Then we'll do nothing. Okay, then we'll be moving our pointer. So I have taken this one, I think. Yeah, we'll be moving the point I here. Okay, now we'll check if this element is equals to the current previous element at I is equals to I minus 1. No, right? Means this condition is true. Then what we'll do, will whatever the value present here, means whatever the value present here, error of I, okay, we'll put this thing in J variable. Like whatever present in error of J, we'll put this value to error of J, means we'll put this one here. Then what will happen, this 0 become 1. Okay, whatever the value present here, we just put it here. Okay, then the next step will be, we'll move our J pointer by 1. We'll moving our J pointer by 1. J will be here. Then the what is the next step, increment the J by 1. J plus equals to 1. Okay, this is the problem. Then what we'll do, Again, we'll be moving our ith pointer. We'll be moving our ith pointer. So previously j was here, I also here. Now I is here. I'll be checking if this element is not equals to the previous element. This condition is false, right? Then what we'll do? We'll just move forward. Now I will be here. Now I'll check if this element not equals to the previous element. No, right? These elements are equal. Then we'll do nothing. Then we'll just move our pointer. Okay. Then I will be here. Now we'll check if this element equals to previous element. No, right? Means this condition is true. This condition is true. Then what we'll do? Whatever the value present here, we'll put this 2 to here at jth index. Then what will happen? Now you can see. Now you can see these three elements. The elements from the left are unique, right? 0, 1, 2. Okay. Then what we'll do? We'll move our jth pointer. J will be here, right? Well, let's change the color. J will be here. Okay. Now I is done. Then we'll be moving this pointer to here. Now we'll check. I will be here. Now is this two element are equal? Yes, right? Then what we'll do? We'll do nothing. Just move our pointer. So move our pointer to here. Now we'll check if this element equals to this element. Yes, right? Then again we'll do nothing. Then I will be here. I will check if this element equals to this element. No, right? Means this condition is true. Then what we'll do again? We'll copy this value. Whatever value present at I, we'll be putting this value at error of j. Then what will happen? The jth value will be changed to ith value. Okay. Now you can see the left side of this array are unique elements, right? Then we'll move our pointer, move our jth pointer to here. This will be j, and also move our ith pointer. Yeah, move our ith pointer to here. Now I'll check if this element equals to the previous element. Yes, means we'll do nothing. Now you can see this part of this array are basically unique elements. Okay. Now this element will not do anything. For this element, will do nothing. So they are not concerned about this element. Now tell me how many unique elements in the array. What we can say? How many unique elements in the array are present? That is nothing but the index of j, the value of j. If the j is 4, then the number of elements those are unique are 4, right? So that is how we can solve this problem. So first we have to check for if the current element is not equals to the previous element, then only whatever the element present at ith index, we can put it in jth index, right? And we'll be incrementing the j by 1 and also increment the I by 1. So let's see how we can solve this. Okay, change this to Python, not Python 3. Okay, first let's calculate the n equals to len of nums, right? And let's take two pointers. First would be, let's say I equals to initialize with 1. We'll be starting from 1. Then let's take j equals to also 1. Then we'll do this thing until this I is less than n, right? I is less than n. Now what we'll check? First we'll check if the current element num of I is not equals to num of, sorry, here it will be nums, here it will be, okay, num of I minus 1. Okay, then what we'll do? If this is not equal, then whatever the value present, sorry, nums of j will be nums of I. Okay, whatever the value present at ith index, we'll be putting this in j, and then we'll increment the j pointer by 1. Okay, not plus equals to 1, right? Okay, now at the end will be, for every time we'll be incrementing this I by 1, right? This is the problem, and at the end we'll be returning this j. Now let's submit this. Let's see. Yes, it is accepted, right? So this is all about the problem. I hope now you have understood the problem. So this is one of the problem on two pointer technique. So that's it for today. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.